up to the sawmill. What do we have? So if we go to game options, not game options, game settings, vehicles, physics. Oh, the acceleration model is original. Why is that? Realistic is what I want. Realistic is basically much easier. I need to check. Wow, I really need to check my settings. So the realistic model, well, I guess I don't need to. You might actually notice it. Well, it's actually you don't notice it. Did I apply the settings? Vehicles, physics. No, it's applied. You can play against the AI if you want to. Localization, graphics, sound interface. Actually, do I want realistic or do I want original? I'm not actually sure. Anyway, it shouldn't change the game that much. What I don't know is, have we seen this train work? This train, oh, it has made money before, so it does work. I just didn't see it last time, I guess. So eventually these trains are going to figure out that they have cargo and they'll join up with this network and go down there. Just wondering how I want to do this part. Probably avoid that corner there and just come through, and I don't want to join up there. I don't know. Maybe I do want to go all the way around there. All the way around behind these towns and then come back to here. Join up here. Oh, here we go. So this train actually I should probably clone it at this point, because now that there's two forests supplying wood to the sawmill, it means that we're gonna have more goods than we have trains to carry them away in. So I should probably get another goods train. Probably go to the other cities, in fact, not go to the same city again. So this train comes down here. I've been focusing in on building trains a lot, and not actually just sitting back and enjoy the my train set. Just watching the trains go around. Alright. And so the goods train come in here. Oh look, our headquarters have upgraded. That makes 119,000 per trip. There's inflation too, so the numbers, like the numbers will get bigger by themselves over time because there's inflation in the game. So you can't entirely trust the numbers there. Like it's not an absolute number. There's a little bit of congestion, as you can see. There's a lot of trains coming into this city. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Alright, my goods train is back here. Oh, that's right, we have new trains now. What I need to do here is... so this is a thing that's not in the original Transport Tycoon. Is we can just automatically replace vehicles. So let me just replace the old one with the new one. The old one has 10,000 horsepower. The new one has 12,000 horsepower. Has a better max speed. Has about the same running cost. Reliability is lower because it's a new train, but because we're playing without any breakdowns, the reliability doesn't actually matter for us. So we're going to start replacing all the Lev 1s with the Lev 2s. And in fact, you might actually see it happen. So take this train for example. So that's just going to go into a depot. It's going to spend my money, and then the train's going to come back out as a new train. Look at that. So it's transformed into a different train. So that's a new feature, or rather, it's a feature that's not in the original game. That's in the remake. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of features in the remake that's not in the original. What did I say? So I'm gonna go new vehicle, live 2, goods train. So I'm gonna have a second goods train. I'm gonna have it go to this city. Like it's pretty close, so we're not gonna make that much money from it. But it will help this city grow faster, which is good news for us. Ratings excellent. Well, that's good. And the newer trains are more powerful, which means they should climb the mountains better too. Not sure if we would notice it. I mean, they climb a little bit better. Is it noticeable? Barely. It's barely noticeable. You can have multiple engines on each train, and we probably should have multiple engines on each train, like 2 engines. 1 at each end. I'm just not... just don't really care that much. If you want to, you can have huge, long trains. Like all our trains are seven blocks long at the moment. But we can make them longer if we want to. If we can be bothered. Oh, is this the first time one of these trains have come through? I think it is. So we're just going to make sure that our wood trains from our new supply can actually get to the get into here. Should this junction be like a proper junction? I mean, it should be because we're going to have forest coming in from this side at some point. Or maybe this should go to a different sawmill, like to this sawmill or something. We don't want to put all the wood into the same sawmill. Alright. And you'll notice the trains accelerate a lot faster when they're empty. Man, they're still really slow going uphill, these trains. I think I probably should have put 2 engines on them. I think a single engine train should be like should be 5 blocks long. Doesn't really matter that much. Anyway, so this train got back successfully. So that's great. Alright. Let's assume everything is fine, and we will continue building our tracks. Let's see, we want this track to go in between these guys? Sure. So let's hypothetically say we want it to go through there. I should skirt this farm this way probably. Alright, that looks good. I mean, if you like play this game, it might not seem that impressive to you. But you have to understand how old this game is, or how old the original game is. When Transport Tycoon Deluxe first came out, this was so amazing. Just it's like the technology Well, I guess the design is pretty impressive, or it was pretty impressive back then, and it still is. Like the trains, and like it's still a really well designed game. I mean, in terms of graphics, it's not exactly, it's not exactly next gen graphics, but it's still super impressive in my opinion. Just the design of it. All right, let's do that there and that there. All right, so this track is gonna go behind. Well, there's nothing out this way, so we might as well just diagonal across. I just don't know how close I want to get to the city. I mean, as usual, the more space you leave yourself, the more options you have in the future. So you don't want to like crowd your cities and your factories and stuff, and your suppliers. There is a mountain here. Um, let's cut that back a little bit. Come through here. There's an oil refinery halfway up the mountain, which is a little odd. Alright, so lower that, extend that out there. Let me just find my signals. Okay, let me just extend this out a little bit more. Alright, so what happens here then? There is a mountain, and I need to join up here-ish. Alright, I guess we follow the contour of the land a little bit. Come through here, come through here. I guess the junction should be around about here. I mean, there's an iron ore mine as well, and I want to connect this at some point. Alright, Lift 2 Cyclops is officially available. Is that new? It seems new. There's no power plants out this way. Alright, well, let's get this done. Probably flatten most of this. Well, I don't wanna be too aggressive. So we would want I mean, conceivably, it's quite simple. Like, actually, no, it's not simple at all. It has to cross over. It's actually quite complicated. Let me think about this. So this has the bridge over. This has to come this way, and it's the bridge over the other way. Okay. So this, let's say it bridges over there, then it would. I mean, it's huge. It's a huge junction. And then this side, it can just join in here. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, that one. Alright, so there's that, and then there's that, and then there's that. I mean, this seems a little excessive on this side, to be honest. But there you go. So there's that, and then here, it's gonna join this way. Like that. And so it needs to, alright, it come through here and come through there and bridge over there. And that joins up here. I mean, sure. Yep. And right, done. So now, so now, the thing is we haven't tested this. It might not actually work. I might have made a mistake somewhere, and then the trains never use it. So now this joins that way, joins that way. Now all of this is accessible to the same network. Okay. But how does that help us? So there's currently 2 forests going to that sawmill. There's a let's bring this forest to that sawmill as well, even though it's pretty close.